While the world was watching a ceasefire in Lebanon, something else was happening on the ground. Israeli bulldozers were already flattening homes, and within hours, a new term came into focus: the yellow line. But what exactly is this line? Who draws it? And what does it mean for civilians? Let's find out in today's Explain. So, the yellow line is not a border, it is a military line drawn inside conflict zones like Gaza. It's usually marked on roads or open ground, and it tells civilians one simple thing: do not cross it. In war zones, front lines are not always clear. Fighters and civilians live close to each other. So, armies draw these lines to divide areas into safer zones, active combat zones. So, for civilians, it becomes a warning sign that crossing it can be dangerous. Now, a similar yellow line has been created inside Lebanon, and this is serious. The line is drawn 10 kilometers deep. Around 55 villages are behind it. Residents are not allowed to return. It doesn't stop there. The line also stretches into the sea, covering the Khana gas field worth billions. At the same time, reports say over 1,000 homes are being destroyed every day since March. And even though talks are planned, demolitions are still continuing. In a chaotic war zone, control is difficult, so armies use simple tools like visible lines to manage space quickly. These lines help separate civilians from combat zones, guide evacuation routes, help coordination between forces and aid agencies. On paper, it's about safety, but in reality, it changes how people live. So, crossing a yellow line can be extremely risky. In conflict zones, soldiers may treat any movement as a potential threat. That means you could be stopped, detained, or even fired upon. In places like Gaza, warnings are given through loudspeakers, phone alerts, leaflets, calling these areas active combat zones. But here's the problem: people still need food, water, and family. Not everyone can move easily, so a line meant for safety can sometimes trap people instead. In Gaza, so-called safe zones often become overcrowded. Thousands, even lakhs of people end up in small areas. This puts pressure on food, water, medical care, and not everyone gets equal access. So these lines are usually drawn by military authorities. Commanders decide based on troop positions, conflict zones, civilian locations. Government may also be involved, especially in bigger strategic decisions. But civilians, they usually have no say, even though it affects their daily lives. So the yellow line may look like just a simple marking, but for people living there, it decides movement, access, and sometimes survival.